What is up, YouTube? Fennekin Evolution here with another X and Y video. These videos are coming out like mad because we're getting news crazy fast. So first off, even more Pokemon have been announced. These are Talonflame, which is a fire and flying. It is Fletchling's evolution in the line there, not confirmed if it's the last evolution or one directly after Fletchling. They could have an evolution even after that. But it is fire and flying, and it says it's capable of reaching speeds of up to 310 miles per hour when diving for its prey. So it sounds like a really cool Pokemon, and I really like the design. And it also can learn the move Brave Bird, which is already confirmed. And I think this will have a lot of potential. I was debating on starting with Fennekin, because that was my favorite starter out of the three. But with this fire and flying type that you can get most likely early on, I think I might change my mind. Next up, I announced Vivillon in my last video. Well, now, what looks like two pre-evolutions of it have been announced. These are Kofukimushi, which is the Japanese name, and then the US name for the other one has been announced. It is Spupa, or Spoopa, but I think that these look really cool. This is going to be most likely the Caterpie Metapod Butterfree of the generation, and it most likely is showing that Vivillon is the last evolution. Now, on to Noivern, how this Pokemon was announced yesterday in my video. I have rethought this over, and I think that this could easily be a Swoobat evolution. That's not confirmed at all, but I really hope it is, because that would be really cool, and that's kind of what they did with Zubat and Golbat. They announced Crobat in the generation afterwards, so maybe it's the same case here. Next up, we have Clauncher. I instantly fell in love with the design of this Pokemon. I think it's really nicely done. It is a water type, and it's just really cool. You can tell how it looks like a lobster with its one oversized claw and all that. And Clauncher can use its giant claw to crush opponents with the powerful water type move Crabhammer, which is more likely to land a critical hit. Critical hits against opposing Pokemon obviously do twice the usual damage, and it says that the capability of this is so tense that it can crack a boulder. That is crazy. And then we have Skrelp. Skrelp is kind of interesting looking, and this is actually poison in water. And its description, it appears to be nothing more than a rotting piece of kelp, but don't let its appearance fool you. And it just looks really cool to me. I'm not in love with the design, and honestly, this is probably the worst design, but it's not bad. And I think the X and Y designs are a lot better so far than Black and White and Black and White 2. And then it is also confirmed that Skrelp can learn Sludge Bomb. So we have that, and on to the next one. I also really like this Pokemon. This is Shishiko. US name not announced yet. This is a fire normal lion looking Pokemon, and it can also learn the move Battle Cry. This Pokemon just looks really cool, and I think that this will have 3 evolutions. It kind of reminds me of Shinx, but I really like it. Now on to the last one that they've announced. This is Furabebe. US name not announced yet. It's a fairy type. It can learn the move Fairy Wind, and it takes over Sunkern and all the other little tiny Pokemon. It has the title of being the smallest and the lightest Pokemon ever to existed. And the Pokemon is not actually the flower that you see. It has to find a flower to protect its life, as it says in its description. And there's also been another gameplay trailer announced, and I'll show you that right now. Alright, so as you can see, that was a really cool trailer, and it showcases my favorite from the generation so far, Talonflame. And the end is also kind of weird. It shows Froakie surrounded by several Houndour, so I don't know what that's about. And one more thing, there have also been a few new characters that have been announced. These are right here. It's not announced whether these are gym leaders or maybe one is a rival, and I'm really sorry for the bad quality. I had a hard time getting these, but yeah, these are not bad designs and I'm fairly happy with them. Not much has been announced, and I'll make sure to get more when there is more. But once again, thank you for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, rate, subscribe. Check out my other videos if you haven't yet. I'll keep you updated on the X and Y news, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.